Their backs are exposed, and the timing is such that those two players spotted. Here comes the convoy running through the door. No chance for Snappy. Bit of a setup that perhaps, I don't know, didn't see the lights, didn't see through to the end of it because that was a massive loophole. Borup aggressively taking the ramp back as well. His retake so far has been sufficient. Everyone's outside of the site. They could try and get on this with S-Tag. No smoke to cover off the diffuser, however, so they'd have to be very combative in holding it off. And S-Tag's going to do exactly that to buy space against Jame. Diffuse, still needed. It's down not with the kit. S-Tag went down too far away. It's down to a one-on-one underneath 10 seconds, and no time to go back and get it.
virtus.pro to hit them, and judging so far in this game, it's been too easy for them. S-Tag gets the refrag on towards Staven. It's a 3 versus 3, and now this A hit is going to come in. There's not going to be anyone to defend it. That's a bit of a problem.
Dren with the bomb to go down on A. His gun being drawn. They saw certainly he was in position, but so too was Jame. He'll find Snappy. Jame's pretty snappy himself on this map when he gets on the CT side, one of his better, so be aware of that when we get over to the CT side. However, S-Tag gets Sanji. James gone back around, aware of the flank to catch out S-Tag, and that's going to close the round and make it 4-0 for virtus.pro. And poor S-Tag, 2. Buster gets him back, but look out, because Snappy's got more opportunity than that. I'm not sure he's aware of how low his second target was. He could have easily taken down Buster to follow up that frag, but Sanji instead has the stairs covered off. He was slow to get in position to deny that possibility from...
With just Borup alive, has to do it all by himself. He's well aware it's going to be towards this A-bomb side. There's one guy, he's going to take him down now. Question is Sanji going to follow up with that? He is. I don't know why they split up that much. That was a bit weird. Instead of making it a 2 versus 1, it was 2 1 versus 1, and you now see the split screen come in. The bomb has to go down. That's going to be on truck. Borup should be somewhat aware that's going to be where it is. There we go. He finds the kill, and he saves the day for Heroic. You said it.
James actually, well, getting found by S-Tag, who snuck between them all. He walked clean out past Fountain. They didn't even spot him. They were so committed to trying to take long. He gets 2 kills. No response. Their weapons are still in their hands toward B, but they've got to be so swift to take this site because they know there's a flank in place. Doesn't even matter. Bomb's already down. Not much they'll be able to do. Flank or otherwise, it's just a Dren remaining, and he's the one that was still remaining out toward long, away from all of that action. Great turnaround from Heroic. It was starting to look a little bit desperate. Early doors, obviously, at 4-0. It's not like it was out of the realms of a possibility to see them get back into the game. Buster will work his way around in front of the bathrooms again. Meanwhile, flank attempt is completely shut down. The easiest fair game of whack-a-mole ever. It does give them an advantage on one side of the map, just to follow that up, sorry. And fair enough, Katie and Snappy. The CTs didn't have to get that aggressive, but they're definitely keeping the pedal down at this point.
Otherwise, the time has ran out, or everyone has been dying. Jame, though, getting an opening towards Staven. S-Tag instantly finds a trade frag on Sanji. So despite having an idea, despite being impactful with the AWP, doesn't pan out the way they want to. S-Tag with another one. For whatever reason, they haven't been unleashed.
Good eyes from Snappy. Better from Jame. Gets him back before the smoke. The direct A to B rotation. Traded on 1. Kickert's down. Jame to clutch it 1-on-2. AWP in his hands. Both have kits, S-Tag and Cadians. They have time to figure this out. 10 seconds, in fact, before they have to be on the defuse. And that smoke's actually going to give Jame a better chance of getting on top of the site. 8 seconds, just has to survive. Okay, he's kept him off it. That tap's not going to work. He's got to be back on it now. It's over. Jame doesn't need to peek this, but he has to check the bomb. And he'll get Cadian down and stay alive smartly in the corner. 4 kills, I believe, he had in that round. He had 4 HP, certainly, at the end of it. But it's finally virtus.pro back to the winning side of things. Sneaks his way in. Stallin's on the other side of the pillar. Didn't quite get far enough, Kicker, to capitalize when he tried to retreat and reload, but he does catch him on the re-peek. And Kicker now has to worry about Borup, who's used the smoke to slide in behind the barrels. He's got the bomb down. He's aware of the other approach. Knows there was a second because it's Buster he killed out toward Monster, not Kickard, and he's aware that he is there as well, so goes hunting for him, but it's over to the Deagle. And that will not suffice. As Kickard has to clutch this back, however. 1-on-3. He's got it down to a 1-on-1. S-Tags. Which means he's got another 15 seconds to work with. Smoke down. I think he's going to hold. Smoke was heard, and Kickard was quick to react. That's a lovely 4K and 3v1 to win another round for Virtus.pro, but the last two have been huge clutches required.
So the odds right there, they changed slightly, still favoring towards Heroic. There's a reason for that. Buster, though, you want to change those odds, getting 3 kills, combining with Sanji for 2 as well, and that was a quick pistol round.
Rickard's trying to play on the backside of the smoke to support him, and James hoping someone will push through and he'll be able to capitalize. Not only that, he can watch long by looking backwards. James already done it himself, but he's lost his 2 support gunners. In fact, he's gone down as well. Dren's got to sneak in. He goes running because he can hear the bomb. 27 seconds. He finds the player in front bathrooms instead. Leaves Cadian on his own, and with low HP, Dren makes no mistake. Buster found the first kill, I should say, but either way, Dren was very quick to act. It was all sarcasm, that sentence.
I know.
I know you know, but I don't always trust the entire audience.
No?
The majority I do. There's a few every now and then. Kickers is one of them this round. He's got Borup, his second kill before falling finally to S-Tag. That's going to give the CTs a fantastic opportunity to shut this down entirely without even the presence of a bomb plant, because just 2 remaining. Make that 1. S-Tag, he's found as well. 2 more kills for Sanji, 1 for James to close it out, and 12-8 for Virtus.pro. And Dren waits to the gap. In pit. Wants the information for when they cross, but Sanji now covers that position instead, so Dren's going to go hunting. He'll find 1 already. Palm's made it further forward, though, so Stowen will get that down for his team. They're only down by 1 man, and with the bomb planted, already 10 seconds into its duration, their chances are still reasonable. James going to get Cadian. That's going to take it away slightly. Stowen gone on the ramp. The retake so far is stunning, but Borup stands in their way, and he catches out the first onto a Dren. He's not done there because they're going to continue to pursue him 1 by 1, but James instead hits the shots. Diffuser to the bomb. 15 rounds.
It's all starting to make sense now. Buster getting a kill on towards Borup, and at this point, it's pretty much game over, isn't it? It's hard to believe that they can make this comeback. There we go, Cadian with a refrag towards Kickert, but...
Remarkably, in this half, the last round was the first bomb plant for Heroic.
Yeah, it was the same for Virtus.pro. They went 8 rounds with only 1 bomb plant.
I just want to note as well, in the OG game, I don't know that we mentioned it, the wig that NBK was wearing was actually for charity.
Most likely not going to happen. Cadian finding the first frag here, putting on some pressure on towards Sanji, and there we go. James connecting. We set it up for him beautifully. Staven, 4 seconds left. He has to plant the bomb, and that is it. James takes him down with a wall bang, and that will be Virtus.pro.
Have you unplugged your microphone?
That will be Virtus.pro winning.
How did you do that?
That was impressive, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't even see wow, okay. Either way, it is going to be Virtus.pro winning in a convincing fashion, despite that they lost.
Be a full grenade set on towards Staven. They're going to explode it towards this A-bomb side. Cadian finds first blood. James gets the refrag. Cadian with a second one as well. This one is already spinning out of control for Virtus.pro. It's all going to be up to James here and Sanji to see if they can defend this bomb site. Seems like he wrote slow down a little bit. They don't want to hesitate. Or they do want to hesitate, I guess. But a good hesitation. Making sure not to overextend themselves. Putting down the smoke, and that's a nice peek by James. Make that a 3 versus 3 now. He rotates in towards the bomb side as well.
They'll hold it off on the wooden wall. Tries to cover it out, but can't do so. Bomb still planted backside default. They're on it. They want to smoke down. Borup's not aware. Snappy's got to go aggressive. He can see the backpack showing through. And he will win out the round for Virtus.pro. That now gives them 3 pistols from 3 in this series. Buster through the smokes. Aggressively looking for more than 1. Kicker found the other from the window, but Stowen was able to dispose of the aggressive CT players. And in the meantime, Snappy was actually out toward Catwalk. Got around behind Quad to find a kill and get a bomb plant, but that leaves him at default and nowhere to run from Kickert, who's got the headshot instead. He now poises ready for Stowen to arrive. He doesn't get the kill, but James does from a distance. We're 2-1 on the scoreboard. B-side plant and B-side approach early on. I'll get back to that. Snappy with 1 on Buster, but now the pace will pick up. James is at B. Ooh, okay, did get that. I thought he missed it, but he hit Snappy, caught out Borup, misses the shot on Stowen, but finds Katie to at the bomb. Adren gets down through the smoke. S-Tag only got 1 back. He'll try and creep forward to get that bomb, but James still firing in that position. If you could see at home the body language that goes into some of the things we say while casting. Jacob asked me, it's a slow game, isn't it? And immediately his head dropped down in disappointment after watching Overpass previously. Adren smoke to play off of, and he does so perfectly. Another flash thrown as well, and he knows they're towards scaffolding. Sanji waiting. Oh, the exact moment that the head showed up, he was waiting to aim for is when his teammate walked in front of him, but no mistake made. 3 in a row now, virtus.pro. It's going to detonate in the sky either way, right? Am I missing something there?
Yeah, I'm not sure I got it either. I'm not sure I got it either.
Maybe
Buster.
if someone knows some crazy advanced meta that we don't, tweet us.
Could be. You're always welcome to tweet.
Unless they're, the only thing I can think of is if they're counting the amount of flashes. Oh, good shot, James. They're counting the amount of flashes thrown.
With hope comes disappointment sometimes. That's exactly what we're not going to see here. Is attack. He takes down Kicker. Wars like
real bloody war. Right here on this stage. Don't know why I put like a COD 4 British accent on the guy from Croatia, but I've done that. Gun swap. James already has Stowen. They'll get more aggressive with the AKs in hand on the CT side. They've got the advantage. Bomb is ticking, however, and S-Tag needs to be removed from his position if they want any chance at defusing it at all, because he's got a far too perfect lineup toward it. They'll bait the shots. He'll get the second, but Adren elevates himself above. Katie needs to keep track of his position versus the bomb. They'll bait out his shots. They know where he is on the reload. That gives them time to get on with the kit. And he's off the angle, but he finds it in the end. They'll try and follow it up immediately. He was firing before they touched it, and I don't think he's aware they did get on. He still manages to find the kill. I thought he masked the diffuse noise from himself with the second spray. Dren with the smoke to go deep to scaffolding. A flash kickered in to make sure they haven't already gone up beyond that as well. But spraying in as the smoke, I think, bounced more than they expected and wasn't quite fully present. Nearly exposed Kickert, who's gone aggressive, and he's going to look for it to fade. His teammate Sanji's already found Katie, and so he's waiting to see what else will present itself from this position, and S-Tag will check that naturally. He's going to have to. He's gone, in fact. Buster's already got the kill cleanly, and Adren follows it up. All 5 stay alive, nearly a team ace. Kickert not quite with one, but Adren gets the scraps, and it's tied again on 6s. This is, oh dear. Yeah, you don't fire. I mean, you were flashed, I guess. You don't fire blindly and hope that no one's going to repeat that position. Kickert snappy. In that order, he goes down, and Adren now sits on the site where he has for most of this game. And a bomb planted as well at defaults. Unfortunately, they're just not holding the ramp well enough, and that's giving Heroic time and time again the access to plant. Could be an 8-7 half. It should be, as Kickert's left in a 1-on-3. Make it 2. He does find Katie. He was low enough on HP to begin with. Taps the bomb. That'll have to force a reaction. Smoke's gone, though. It doesn't have to force anything, because the smoke was already long in its life, and we do get 8-7. Heroic, decent attempt on the very aggressive fight down toward the bridge as the CTs even try and go for a flank. James aware of that. He'll take battle back in that direction. Even if that holds the CT away from the bomb for longer, that's good enough for his teammates. They just have to cover the position of the plant. It's in the corner as well. It's not at default, which gives them more of an angle to work with from the ramp, but it's Buster left in a 1-on-2. He's got the first kill. There's no kit. He knows he's got the time to work with. Warp's trying to spin. Oh, he's doing it successfully. 3 seconds. Oh, no. Oh, my. Oh, my
God. What is going on? What was that?
That's ridiculous.
Any idea this could come at him? And there we go. That's going to be an easy kill. That's going to be the B bomb site gifted up. Buster, he's going to continue in here, hoping to find another one. Slows down a bit. Adrian finds Stavinen. Heroic will have to retake now.
S-Tag slides underneath the aim of the AK. That's could yield a flank, but they actually want to hold position because they know that they've got to get aggressive. And when the CTs do, they want an off angle to cover it, but no one's looking. Do they not hear the pistol? Kicker does get the kill, but that's going to let the defuse be a possibility. S-Tag has to get off it. There's less than 4 seconds. It's over. virtus.pro will at least pull this one back. Actually, excuse me, that goes much further than I thought it does. It goes to cover the cross at the AC, but as we can tell, S-Tag, he's above it. Just barely did not have the vision. And they'll hear the plant. He knows that he's closer now. He's trying to creep forward without dropping down to find the first, but Adren takes out the man boosting him, and he falls to the floor without a second kill. He knows that Adren's somewhere on the catwalk, plays on the railing. His body will fall to the ground, but the round will fall to Heroic, and that is their second of the second half, the first being that very odd defuse from Borup. James still holding out to try and catch anyone getting aggressive toward the red box, but No one so far has given him that opportunity. Sanji finds the first. They'll certainly put all their eggs in one basket to clear that position. But watch, because we've got a flank. You can see it when they snap to the left, Sanji. He spotted the fact that his teammate's coming in from the back line. Kirkert's just trying to keep the aggro over toward him to give that more time and opportunity, but he's gone. He's the last alive, and there's enough time, Snappy, to get the defuse. It's going to be tight. Bomb's going to actually detonate. He didn't get there in time, and now Virtus.pro are 3 from the end of this series.
As I said before, the money is not in a good spot for neither of these teams. And there we go, Katie, and that's such an important peek on towards James. Pushes in for a second one as well. So did Snappy. He got punished though, but look at this aggression coming in from Heroic. They're just not sitting back and waiting to lose the game. If they want to lose, they want to do it on their own terms, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Buster with a nice peek on towards Burp. He's
trying to slide back out from catwalk position, just trying to get information to make sure they haven't entered the site. He could absolutely hold the passive angle and make sure they don't go around. Oh, did he hear us taking on this? I don't know if he did. He tried to peek it, but I don't know if they have time. If they put one player to peek it and no other response, Heroic's able to win it out convincingly in a 3-on-2 retake. Because you've got the wall covered again, 2 on the ramp. Kicker this time holding off toward the boards, but CTs again. The retakes have just been too strong. James gone. I think you've got to add a flank into it. I think you've got to do something different or get aggressive. Get in towards CT spawn because the smokes are not holding off Heroic. They are absolutely conceding these plants and destroying the retake. On the other side, what a kill that would be, but more and more we're seeing this aggression from the CTs. Kickert's gonna just go for it, sees nades, finds utility, first kill and knows there was one to the right, waits for the repeat, smart adaptation to find all 3.
Dear.
Even with losing Sanji, the hat trick makes all the difference, and Virtus.pro might finally have a round to work with.
stay alive for as long as absolutely possible. Bob goes down to Buster, and that should be round over, down to 12 HP. Nice kill here towards Adrian, but that's it. That was so good by Kickert. So and he also gets to finish it off with a 4th kill of the round, his 27th, if I'm not mistaken.
These retakes have been solid. Oh, nade, and this time they know exactly where Dren is. He'll just cop the nade and get it planted and keep 5 alive. Have they gone for the flank? I think they have. Yeah, they have. Buster's going to be the change. This is exactly what they've needed because the CTs have been so comfortable sitting inside a spawn on these retakes. They have not had to deal with any additional pressure. James already gone down. Sanji, he waits with the Krieg. First shot in, and the 3 players have committed. Buster's going to be on their heels soon, but he's got to speed things up. Or does he? There he is. Perfectly in position. All 3 down. Exactly what we said they needed to do on those retakes, and it works flawlessly.
We can look at the confidence he's displaying right now. He's going for it. 20 seconds into the round, he's up all the way towards the A-bomb side. He can catch off a guy. He spots him over there. There we go. It's going to be an easy kill.
Could be the series, that single flank from Buster. No guns remaining, and now they're getting more aggressive. Now they're not letting the CTs have position. And Dren will take down Snappy. He found 2 kills on that up. Smokes himself in. Nope, not quite. Thinks they're closer, and they are. Buster's ready. It's Virtus.pro that will go through 2-0. They'll hit the upper side of the bracket with OG. Ents sit at the bottom now. I was just watching Buster's reaction for a second, but sit at the bottom now with Heroic. James looking pretty calm.